You know, people are so tied up in political parties and one's innocent or the other, but you don't see how you're getting raped here in America as far as your money and how you're being took advantage of. But right here, right here is a what do you call it, pharmaceutical drug that just got released to the United States. On the July the 22nd, it was stored in Europe and they had a pill and it did well. So they're like, hey, let's go to the American markets, and that's what happened. It went up $60. Well, we're like, that's business though. That's how stocks go. I roll, no one cares. Though, but it's crazy though. Like, you know, if you don't know who's running this country, pretty much is pharmaceuticals. But let me just explain though. You have like all these investors that suddenly they invested in this drug, and I'm sure this is how this rose all the time with any kind of stock. But in America, we don't go to the doctor all the time because it's really expensive. And since we don't go to the doctor all the time, we don't understand how this marketing of this little pill up here works. So you're going to go to the doctor, and your doctor is going to be like, I'm going to prescribe you this pill, but it's a particular brand. And then you're going to go to the pharmacy, and you're going to pick up that pill that's that particular brand. But if you went to the pharmacy down the road a little bit, they're probably not going to carry that brand. It really depends on how big of a pharmacy it is or whatever. I don't know. It's crazy. But your pharmacy and your insurance and your doctor are all going to be pushing one brand, a particular product. And that's how medication works in this country. Stock, business, blah, blah, blah. I wrote because we just don't care. What are you telling us, man? You're a fucking idiot. I'm just saying it's weird that your health has a place on the stock market right there. I don't know how many investors invested on the 23rd of July whenever it just hit the U.S. stock market, but it was enough to make it go up $60. And it kind of stayed right where it's supposed to be, and it's August the 4th, so it's, you know, right there at that thing. So they're kind of waiting for this pill just to explode or whatever, and your doctor to push it and stuff like that. I'm not saying you ain't sick or anything like that, but you know, it's, what's that? There used to be that show or whatever from called The Policing of America. I guess the whole point is weird though. Next time you go to the doctor, get a prescription, just remember that your health and your medical, whatever the it is we're doing, is on the stock market, and that's what.